Babies need good nutrition to grow up big and strong, and breast milk helps Junior get off to a good start. But around the 6-month mark, baby's needs exceed what mom can provide. And it's at this point that solids are introduced as complementary feeding. Now, the quality of those solids matter. For many little ones, the nutritional quality is just not good enough, leaving the little one's development compromised. The condition is referred to as stunting, and it's tragic. These little brains and bodies fail to reach their full potential, and their lives are changed forever. So, why does it happen? Well, the primary reason is poverty. Communities most impacted by stunting are poor communities, but it's also ignorance. Moms just don't know what foods are best. In this episode of Better Body Chemistry TV, we introduce the perfect complementary food. Better Body Chemistry TV is brought to you by Dr. Sandy, a scientist turned gremlin buster, helping you battle sugar gremlins, heifer lumps, and other health horribles through better body chemistry. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health. Fortified baby cereal is pricey, and unable to afford these special fortified baby foods, moms opt to feed their little ones on ordinary porridge. Now, where I live in South Africa, the porridge of choice is millie meal. It fills baby's belly, but it leaves baby shortchanged in key nutrients. Around a quarter of South African kids show stunting. Now, the situation is even worse in rural indigenous communities of the Ecuadorian highlands. 42.3% of children under the age of 5 years have stunting. Motivated to find a solution for the babies growing up in the Ecuadorian highlands, the Lulen, or Egg Project, was born. The thinking behind the project was, well, eggs are superfoods. Everything that is needed to grow a baby bird from a single cell to a fluffy fledgling is neatly packaged in the egg container. The nutrients that sustain a baby chicken are the same nutrients needed to sustain a baby human. Plus, eggs are affordable, simple to store, and easy to prepare. The mission of the Lulen project was to test whether an egg a day could make a difference. This meant heading for the hills. The team of researchers behind the project scoured 5 rural parishes in the Cotopaxi province for healthy babies, 6 to 9 months old. 163 babies signed up. Okay. The babies didn't sign up. Their caregivers did. 138 of the caregivers were moms, and the remaining 25 were a mix of grannies, aunties, dads, and big sisters. The researchers checked in with all the families once a week. For those assigned to eat an egg a day, the weekly visit coincided with their egg delivery. And since this was a clinical trial, not all the babies got the box of eggs. 80 did, and 83 didn't. The assignment to the 2 groups was a random process. 6 months later, the children were weighed and measured. Among the variables assessed was the LAS, or length for age. When this number is less than -2, the child is considered to have stunting. Now, at the start of the study, 26 of the little ones in the control group and 37 in the egg group had stunting. By the end of the study, there had been a small increase in the level of stunting in the control group. 29 children had a LAS score of less than -2. The story was quite different in the egg group. Things had improved significantly. 16 of the children had shifted from being stunted to being normal. This translates to a 47% reduction in stunting. Yes, but what about egg allergies? It was a worry. This was one of the reasons why the team visited the families each week. They were on the lookout for signs of an egg allergy. It never happened. Probably because the eggs were introduced early into the children's diet, and while living in rural communities, these little ones are likely to have diverse microbiomes. Eggs are a complete food, safely packaged, and arguably more accessible in resource-poor populations than other complementary foods. But you don't have to be poor to benefit. Every mom, rich or poor, wants to provide her little one with the best start possible. And an egg a day will give your baby a great start. So spread the word and help create better body chemistry in little ones. Interested in discovering more ways to create better body chemistry, or need a little help getting your body chemistry on track? Visit our website at www.betterbodychemistry.com. Browse our library or enroll in one of our courses or programs. The advice is simple to follow and based on real science, not hype. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you catch future episodes of Better Body Chemistry TV. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health.